So, on to my skincare. I started by applying this eye cream. I just got it. It's from Olay. It's called Collagen Peptide. And a bit of perfume. This is Hermès Eau de Merveille. Probably gonna finish it in January and call it a day. And for face cream, I actually applied the Bobbi Brown eye base, face vitamin enriched face base. So I have the big one, but I was traveling around, and so I had this depotted one. Obviously, I don't want to push it back in my travel section, so I'm kind of using it. This is what I'm going to be using for the next couple days, and that is my morning. I tried to do something with my hair. The thing with my hair is that I have an elasticizer in it that I was supposed to wash, but I didn't. So I kind of just did something with it. I stuck a couple of bobby pins and that's about it. I need to organize this whole hair section here. I mean, I do have some hair stuff here also, but you know, I decided not to buy a lot of hair organization stuff or like storage organization stuff in general, just because I want to take my time in this new place. Now let's go and do my makeup. This is my makeup section. I'm about to make a few changes. So after years of waiting to get some Bobbi Brown brushes, I ended up finally buying them over the Christmas break. You know, since I'm doing a whole 1 year no buy, I thought to buy everything that I needed before. I don't know if that is cheating. So what happened is that I went and bought a lot of makeup from Bobbi Brown. So they gave me this tiny face brush, right? And I have been using it for months to apply makeup, sometimes in the office, sometimes on the bus. This is what this looks like. And you know what? I've had my makeup brushes for at least 10 years. Some of them we're looking more at 15 plus years. But a lot of my makeup brushes I've had for about 10 years. And I was thinking, you know what, Uga? I know that I like my brushes, but I found that I was so happy every time that I used my little Bobbi Brown travel one. And I found myself using it even at home, and it's just one single brush. And I was using it for my foundation, I was using it for my corrector, for my concealer, my powder. I even use it for my blush. That's how much I like it. So I said, you know what? It's time that I get proper makeup brushes. It's been over a decade since I indulged, so why not? So I got these, and I'm very excited about them. I'm very excited to replace my old brushes. I mean, it's a completely different experience. I just love using that. I feel like it's almost, Bobbi Brown is a grown-up version of whatever makeup you could do. So I have a different makeup for if I have time to put on makeup before I go. Today is the first day back at work, so I'm taking my sweet time, but you will see that my sweet time is still about, what, 5 minutes? I also have a makeup version of what I do when I'm on the bus. Sometimes I will do my makeup on the bus, and I have also a makeup version for what I would do when I'm at the office. Sometimes I have to be to do a meeting and I already look like that, so not really a great look. What I've just applied now is the Bobbi Brown Skin Corrector Stick in Very Deep Peach. Now, you remember for the longest period ever, I was using just the Deep Peach corrector that came in the pot. I think I have used, I don't know how many of these. I must have about 3 of these somewhere around. And my intention is to finish those little pots and then stop using them, because I think I've had enough of them. I've been using them for years. They're good, so I'm not going to just throw them away, but I think that this darker color works best. I remember many years ago I used to buy the red corrector from MAC. Then I'm gonna go with this Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer by Too Faced. This is in the shade Mocha. I've had this forever. I had 2 of them, so I finished one, and I'm now working on the second one. This one is almost nearly gone. but you know, there is a lot of product in this. This is a 30 ml, I believe, which is almost the size of some foundations. So I'm definitely going to keep it for a few months. Now, this makeup or morning routine type of thing is something I intend on filming every couple months, because figuring about my no-buy and the fact that I have got quite a few products recently, I'm thinking 2 months is a good enough interval for me to have used up a few products so that I don't bore you to death, right? I'm a very consistent person when it comes to things, but also because I'm using stuff quite a lot and it's always the same stuff, then it's bound to finish. And I'm keen on showing you what I replace it with, because you better believe I already have the replacement for that product. It's a completely different product though. See, very light touch. I'm not doing much. For me, the key is to make sure that the pigment goes everywhere. And this is why I like this brush. It's so dense. I can do whatever I want with it. I do have some spots, etc. I honestly don't care about that. So I just decided to leave it as is. Now, don't laugh, but my signature eye is this little pen by Givenchy. I absolutely love it. It's Kohl Magic by Givenchy. I've had it for a very, very, very long time. And obviously it's at the end of its life. I'm going to continue using it in January. And you will see it in my January empties, because there is no way this is gonna go past January. I'm going to throw it away after that. But this has been my signature eye for I don't even know how long. Like, my assistant one day, I think we were having it was a very early Christmas party at the office, and she said, "Are you wearing your signature blue?" That's how I've been known for this. This is my color, Givenchy Magic Kohl. The only reason I'm not listing the reference is because this has been discontinued. I don't think they even make a pen that is like that. I think all their pens are retractable now. But this has been one of the best products I had. I mean, there is a reason when I have so many eye pencils that I keep going to just this one. I just do one thick line. I use it on my waterline too, and it just does the job. Makes me awake. It's not classic black, but it's not wild enough that it looks like you're making too much of a statement. I wear it for work every single day. I have gotten so many compliments over the years, but this is why I stick with it. Everybody knows it, as it knows it on me. So that was the face. I'm not big on powdering. It's 1 degree C outside right now, so quite nippy. This is Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in honey. I have just a small size of it. Honey is, let's say, the lighter shade, and I do have the full color shade, but I use very, very little powder. This is just to set a little bit. Again, that was very, very tiny amount. I have a very croaky voice. This is my what I call my morning voice. It's always interesting. I always sound like I've been at a party. This is now the Fenty Pro Filter powder, and this is in the color Hazelnut. This is a darker color, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the sides like this, and then just go all over the sides of my face. I don't do anything to the center of my face, because the center of my face is, quite frankly, rather clear. Obviously, I'm doing this a lot slower. 1, because I'm filming, and 2, because this is part of my waking up process. But it takes less than 5 minutes to do the whole thing. So next thing is my blush. And for January and actually part of December, I brought an old favorite. This is going to be MAC Raisin. Oh, this is a bit hardened because I was using the baby version of this also on this. It created a bit of a crust, so I'm going to scrape the top of that so I can uncover the powder again. You need to know these little hacks. It's because that's also the reason why I decided to buy new brushes. It's because I was using that one brush for everything and it was messing with my makeup. So the only risk, because I just scraped this, is that it's going to be quite intense. Luckily, my rich skin tone can take everything you throw at it. This is such a light brush. I think maybe it's the novelty of it. You know, I mean, not having had new brushes for over 10 years is quite a feat, right? So for me, I always get excited when I have something new, but I haven't had that excitement for makeup tools in ages, just because I couldn't justify it, you know. But sometimes you just have to do something like this because I'm just thinking of how happy this makes me. I'm so pleased with my makeup application. And Real Techniques are great brushes, right? But I just love this. I just feel so grown up. I do wear a lot of blush. Everybody has their own preferred thing. My thing will always be blush. It just makes me look healthy. I do reckon that when I'm not wearing blush, I kind of sometimes look a bit sick. For makeup, I'm going to use MAC Twig. It's so unfortunate that MAC have stopped doing their back to MAC. So I used to keep a lot of the MAC empties. Now, honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it when it's gone. I don't know whether they're going to bring it back or not, but it's been over a year now that they stopped doing the back to MAC. But effectively, that's my lipstick. When I go to the office, I have another lipstick in my drawer. I usually don't reapply lipstick just because I don't feel like I need it. But if I have an important meeting, I usually put a bit of color on my lips. And the one I keep in the office is my signature lip, which is MAC Marrakesh. Brow glue, the brow glue by NYX Cosmetics. I'm just putting a bit of that. I'm not gonna put any color on my eyebrows. I didn't even clean them or anything. I might do that this weekend or something, but I just brush them a bit upwards so that they're a bit more bushy. I know that they're not symmetrical. Quite frankly, I don't care. That's about it. I don't wear mascara. It's a personal preference. I do own mascara. I just prefer not to wear it. I would only wear mascara if I had some kind of event or something. But that's it for the January makeup. I'm not using the other brushes. I will see what I do with them. I'll put them in storage later. But for now, I put my new brushes in here. This is so exciting. I love new things. But yeah, let's see now what next. Now I'm just quickly packing my work bag. So I have my computer. I just put a notebook. I have tons of these notebooks. I used to buy them by the dozen. But it's just an audio notebook, a couple pens. I need to find my book that I'm going to be reading for my commute. And then I get my shoes. I always wear these types of shoes for my commute anyway. I think today I want to also maybe consider taking a couple things to the office for potentially doing a run, so I'll do that. I'm also adding this little pouch from Cezanne. It has a makeup, it has some medicine, it has things that I could use on a day-to-day basis, and I just like to pop it in here so that if I take my backpack back with me, then that's my everything pouch. But if I had to do something after work or go for lunch or something, then I could just use it as a little pouch and it has everything I need. And this is my little running bundle. Normally it shouldn't be this big, but because it's quite cold and it might get icy, I just wanted to have this. The book I'm going to be reading in January is called The Organized Mind by Daniel Levitin. So let's see how good that is. This is my outfit. I'm just wearing a little sweater with a cardigan and some trousers, checked trousers. I have to wear a parka because it's freezing, and that's about it. Now just time to put on my shoes, put on my bag, maybe add probably gonna add a scarf, maybe a hat, and then go to work. Right, so I had a bit of a situation with the buses. So now I'm walking around Hyde Park, and I'm just going to the London Hilton Hotel to get a bus. Ideally, what I would like to do is learn to cycle so that I can cycle to work, because it would take me a very, very, very short time to get to work, and it's a bit of a workout. Now, I did try to learn to cycle when I lived in Brussels. I also tried when I was in the UK, here in London. It's more complicated when you're like me, you're an adult, you've always been an adult. So, not easy. I haven't filmed my 2025 resolutions video yet, but definitely the cycling thing is one of it, because look at this behind me. I could have done all of this straight and gone to work, and it's quite empty, and I have cycling superhighway, so it's quite safe. It's segregated from other motorized vehicles. Not even motorcycles can go in the thing. So yeah, I need to get myself to do this, but it will take some time, so we will see about that. The bus is delayed. I've been waiting for 5 minutes, and the funny thing is there were 3 buses as I was walking towards the stop, but then once I was there for quite a bit there was none, and I just looked at the map and it says another 7 minutes, so I'm probably just gonna walk as much as possible. Yeah, I really need to get to cycle. I mean, there are worse commute to have, but just because it's freezing, so I'd rather just be in a bus, or if you're on a bike it's a bit faster.